I'm usually at work during your stream hours, but I'll do my best to be here. You're here. Great news. I love stealing wins away from opponents who are about to win. Over time, the deck has garnered a reputation to be public enemy number one, and is usually arch enemy when I play it. In games where I'm not focused or not the problem, I can usually still steal the win from behind, taking their things. Okay, I want to show this deck that I've worked on hard ever since Ada was spoiled. I'd also like some advice on how to handle politicking as an arch enemy. You can't. You just need to be mean as fuck. And some balancing of the ratios of the card qualities. The biggest issue I face is being targeted or aggroed down, and consistency for putting my game plan on time. Okay, let's duplicate. So what does Ada do? Ward 2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, gain control of target creature and opponent controls until end of turn. Untap that creature against haste until end of turn. Wow. Whenever a creature you control but don't own dies, return to the battlefield under his owner control and you draw a card. Intriguing. Okay. Okay, low-key, I do just need to play this deck first and see how it kind of feels, because this is kind of a strange one. Maybe go Ruckus Theater first. Top. Dink Dink, Felwar Stone. Wow, that's really slow. I mean, this card's fine, but it is really slow and clunky and weird. That is for certain. Okay, random ass black, red card. So, like, literally, it's so hard to cast Shadow. I don't know if I really like that at all. Very hard to cast that card. Quad black. Quad black. Ugh. The primary is the game plan. I have a very good concept of what the game plan is. I played against Marchesa decks before. This seems very similar, where it's like a steal and sack kind of deck. You don't keep it forever, but unlike Marchesa where you do. But okay, getting extra combats is funny. I like that. He hates fun. You know what's fun? Being able to cast your spells. How about that? That's a lot of fun. I enjoy being able to cast my cards. Anyway, I don't really like Gilded Lotus here. Like, what are we ramping into, dog? It's like there's Insurrection. Yeah. Return the battlefield under its owner's control. Cauldron of Souls just seems a bit expensive. If our commander put counters back on herself and we could repeatedly use that, I'd be more into it, but it's not. Okay, that's something. Have we thought about, like, saw in half? Steal a creature and then saw it in half? The exile plane steals them permanently? Yeah, that's why I didn't cut this. That's in here. I believe in it. Okay, Ashdod's Altar I'm a little bit more iffy about. We're just so mana pip intensive. I prefer to just always have Phyrexian Altar. Even then, like, Warren Soul Trader's also in here. I don't like the 3 rocks that much. They're okay. They ramp us into our Mander. Yeah. In which case, maybe our Felwar Stones are something we need to look a bit more critically at. Soulstone's funny. Yeah, I can picture why the cards are here. Yeah, I don't know. I just, like, if something's not immediately obvious, it's like, yeah, ramping's fine. This much ramping, I don't know if it's fine. Like, 10 ramp is probably fine. Maud loves tags, though. Yeah, I'm a different person. I do like Willbreaker's weird, right? Does Willbreaker work? Like, Willbreaker works, yes. I'm saying that for them. I see. The cuck chair. Ah, I see. That's funny. What is this fucking card? Whoa, this is awesome, dude. What the fuck? That's cool. That one's a cool one. I like that one a lot. Okay. How opposed are we to combos? No combo? How are we feeling? Because immediately this card inspired me. I'm like, doesn't this work with The Apprentice? So if you have a flyer and you attach this here on the Thopter and you hit them, you sacrifice it, put it on the new Thopter you made during that new combat step, and then hit. Isn't this infinite damage? Something to consider. I don't know if it's right for the deck, but it is something to consider. I mean, if you on combos, listen, just it's a consideration, right? It's in the considering. It's a 25-cent card. Buy one just in case. Something to think about. Like maybe you do muddle the mixture to go tutor it up or something, right? So it's a little bit more of a consistent combo and not like a jump scare. There you go. If you want a side grade, there you go. Do the Thopters get haste? Yes, it makes a Thopter with haste. That token gains haste until end of turn. Nice hate. Good job. Love this. Very, very good card. Ronnie. What's the Ronnie here for specifically? Don't touch me. Fair. I think there's better options though, right? Yeah, I know. My PNG tuber does pick up my my keyboard. Maybe I should try typing quietly. This guy. Wouldn't it be a combo if you had two creatures to sack other than Loyal Apprentice? Why? So my first thought is that, like, okay, you make your first Thopter. Second Thopter comes in. You attach this to the first Thopter. You hit them with the first Thopter. You put it on the second Thopter. Next beginning of combat step. Like, you can have Loyal Apprentice kick around or have an additional flyer in play for Breath of Fury. Like, this works, right? I'm not dumb with Loyal Apprentice. This is a 2-card combo with your commander in play. Anyway. Destroy target creature if that creature dies this way. Its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except that blah, 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 blah. I think this is something. I'll steal your creature and I'll saw it in half. Okay. How do we direct opponents away from murdering us in Grixis? Great question. Yeah, we could just run Loyal. This makes us less needy about, like, protecting ourselves and stuff, too. Because we are just able to combo them. Like, we don't, our life total doesn't really matter anymore once you get a combo in the mix. How do we get Breath of Fury with regularity? Infernal Plunge and Burnt Offering. It's not a bad idea. You know what? I like that. Burnt Offering, sack a creature, get mana in red or black equal to its mana value. I don't know if I like Infernal Plunge as much as Burnt Offering, but there are interaction points in every color. Okay, yeah, I can buy it. You get Skull Clamp or Soul Ring. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm concerned about our colors. I'm concerned about our colors. Like, if we're gonna run a utility land, what about Endless Sands? Beseech the Mirror. That is an option. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think I like Endless Sands enough. And then you can do Lazotep Quarry. Because, okay, Lazotep Quarry's already in. So maybe Teleria West? Taps for blue? I don't know, you could just run the fast lands too. Is fast land. I do think people just sleep on the fast lands. These are just perfectly fine fixing, and I think the deck needs just slightly more. We're very pip intensive once again. Okay, so we have 5 slots to play around with. I want to stay alive. Preordained is kind of here. I think I like the idea of Beseech the Mirror. Because this makes artifacts. So if you have this in play and Beseech, you win. ICR Wardwing Familiar. I think I just want to give your commander a little bit of protection retroactively. So, like, you can go ICR early turn, later turn, Ada now has Ward 3. I do like that idea. It's plus it's just a little flying blocker 1/3 that can save you some damage, some chip in the early game. Diabolic Intent. That is a thought, isn't it? We could Diabolic Intent away a token. Okay. Is it okay that I'm not that interested in Willbreaker? I just feel like this doesn't really add much to the commander's game plan. Am I crazy? Or is that like a reasonable thought to be having? I just feel like Ada's doing enough by herself. Do we really need extra support for what she's doing? And like, I think the answer is no. But I'm willing to hear otherwise. She's a backup plan, kinda. But for what? What are you targeting? How are you targeting opposing creatures without Ada in play? In which case, why do anything? Like, I don't know. If it only works while Ada's in play, how's it a backup plan? Or does it not always only work when Ada's in play? Like, what other thing do we have that targets opposing objects? Yawgmoth and Goblin Bombardment. Okay, I like it now. Okay, you got me. I like it now. I like it now. Okay. So we do Step Through, Spellseeker, Darkness. So here's the idea. Step Through can get Willbreaker. Step Through can get Spellseeker, which can get Muddle the Mixture, which I did not put in, but Muddle the Mixture should be in. And then Muddle the Mixture can get Goblin Bombardment. So there's your 1-2 of both of those. So this can get either half of that wombo to make it a lot more consistent. And Spellseeker can also get Darkness, which keeps you kind of alive. I also have Perplex in. Yeah, Perplex is also dope. Perplex can get Spellseeker, which can then get... No, this is way too much mana, but... We already have a lot of clones. I don't know if I want to add another one in Chameleon. Sorry, I'm fucking jamming out super hard right now to Gordy Greep. Damn, what did we cut, though? Maybe you just don't run Darkness. False Orders. Only declare Blacker Step. Remove target defending creature from combat. Dog, I don't know how to read. What is happening? Only during declare blockers. Remove target creature defending player controls from combat. Okay, we removed a defending... This is too much. No, I don't like it. I can't read, so I don't like it. Unkeepable hand. Okay, this one's awesome. It's not bad. I think I will just mill it over, though. Yeah, because I want to hit land drops. Type Island. Our hand does have a bit of red in it. Yeah, let's get Volcanic Island. Here's Icyore. I guess last turn you could have gone Soul Ring and then Icyore. And then this turn you can go land. Black, blue, red, 1-2. Commander with Ward 3. Steal your thing. Attack with it. Next turn. Lazotep Quarry. Spark double. Steal 2 creatures. Sack one of them. That draws you 2 cards. Deflecting SWAT a removal spell away that they paid Ward for. Next turn. Scaldy Tarn. We have the combo here, right? Because black, 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 red, red. So you go 1-2, float a colorless. Black, black, black. Beseech the Mirror. Soul Ring. Get Loyal Apprentice. Not quite. We're 1 mana short. But still. 1, 2. Talisman. Make a little Thopter. Attack with the creatures that you don't control. This turn, you now officially have the combo. Red, red. 1, 2. Dink. Breath of Fury. Move to combat. Make a Thopter. Swing with this Thopter. Sack it. Move it over here. Make a Thopter. Swing with this. Sack it. Move it over here. Yeah. That felt fucking awesome. That, like, there was a little bit of clunk in between there where we were 1 mana short of that combo turn, right? That last turn felt a little clunky. I maybe would have waited a turn on Beseeching the Mirror here. But this felt fucking great. Yeah, draw, tap land. Next turn. Is there any... Okay, hang on, pause. Is there anything else like Icy-Ore that we can just, like, have come in early and then it protects Ada later? I think the answer is kind of. There's, like, Siren Storm Tamer, but that you need to pay an extra mana for that, which I don't like. I want it to be free. I mean, Greaves. I don't like the... There's a gap. You play Greaves, everyone knows to hold up instant speed interaction. Spellskite. Spellskite is something. Spellskite's also a good blocker. Spellskite's also a kick me sign, but it's less so than Greaves, I feel like. Maybe over Umbercaller. I just like some of these 3-drop sack outlets better. We already have Deflecting Swap, Fierce Guardianship. Is this whole deck a kick me sign? Yes, but if we can make it resilient enough, then we don't care how many times they kick us because we're a brick wall. They're just breaking their foot. Is Ghostly Flicker cope to protect her? 100% yes. It's funny, but it's 3 mana. It's just too much. Okay, this is keepable. Polluted Delta. Fetch. Thundering Falls. Yeah, sure. Surveil 1. Spellskite, nice. Okay, great, yeah. Boop, boop. Spellskite. Now we have a nice little blocker. Honestly, I would just pass here, and then I would probably just, nowhere to run, kill your creature. Missing land drop. This isn't the deck's fault. Yeah, this is a bummer. This is just running badly. It's really funny, because we're still, like, on par to, like, combo, but like we need to hit a fucking land drop. Keep in mind the deck has 40 lands. Like this is not... That's just unluck. But still, like, you know, curving into Spellskite there felt kind of nice. I don't know if I like Irma. Beginning of combat. So yeah, we've already passed the beginning of combat trigger here. Yeah, I don't like that you have to rely on your opponent's things. What I like about Spark Double and stuff is you can just fucking clone Ada. Whereas Irma's more reliant on your opponents. It's fine. But I don't like cards that are how their power varies based on how good your opponent is. Hydrolex's Bestman? Yeah, it's already in the deck. Irma can also be tutored by Perplex. Yes, but it's not helping with Ada. That's what I like about these other clones, is you play Ada and then you play a different clone and then now you're, like, off to the races. That feels very good. Versus Irma, which is like, yeah, you steal their creature and then make a clone of it with Irma. Also, just a cringy Ninja Turtles card. Did you think about that? Irma can clone Ada. Yes, but not after. The other clones give you the beginning of combat trigger. Irma does not. Irma moves to combat, Ada's trigger happens, then Irma's trigger happens, and then you don't get a second Ada trigger. It's a little awkward. I know you'd get the double this trigger where you'll draw a card if it dies again, but that's just not worth a card. Oh, I can't read. Okay, perfect. There's a bit of a disconnect there, I see. It's all good. So you have one slot to play around with. Just wondering what could be fun. Yeah, toss Irma in the turtle soup. Hell yes. Probably not Alter the Wretched. Yeah, I don't like that you have to spend more mana for it. That's the only thing. I like it when my cards come down early and then have free effects later. It typically just makes things run a lot smoother. Aggravated Assault, I like Aggravated Assault more with like Feast or Famine decks, like, you know, whatever. Like the like actual dedicated combo decks with it, as opposed to running it kind of fairly. Let's see what you just haven't been considering. Maybe there's just something I'm missing. I do like Professional Facebreaker. Yeah, end of thought. I like Professional Facebreaker. If you think about it, this is a 3-mana rock that ramps into your commander, because Menace is an insane keyword. And then after you ramp into your commander, all of your combat and stuff just gives you extra treasures. I think that is strong enough. Yeah, it just goes extra insane in this deck where we're stealing their blockers and hitting them with them. And then also, it's a 5-mana commander, so going 3 into 5 is also extra crazy. Of course, Facebreaker is just broken in any deck, but here, it has some added ceiling. Seize the Spotlight also maybe. I don't like Seize the Spotlight unless we have like actual access to sack outlets more often than this deck does. But Seize is pretty great, yeah. Because like I'm thinking about our sack outlets. It's like, how often do we see one? We have Braids. None. Lazotep Quarry. Can't count Diabolic Intent because they don't see that. No one gives me cards when I spotlight. I see. Okay. All right. I think this is about good then. If we're still getting murdered, honestly, been kind of into Fog Bank recently. Been kind of into Fog Bank. We also have that Darkness kicking around in here, right? Darkness is also another good one. Make sure not to get the neo-Nazi art of Darkness. But you can definitely hit up any of these three. Wow, I can't believe how recently they reprinted Harold McNeil art. The what? It's Harold McNeil. This isn't like everyone always loves to cry like, oh, you can't just call everyone a neo-Nazi. Everyone who's annoying says that. This guy's a literal neo-Nazi. This guy's literally, he's like, actually, like, Harold McNeil's not a good guy. Anyway, yeah, I think it's about good to go. Yeah, this isn't like he went to a trucker rally like Seb McKinnon. This is like a legitimate, like, we're like 4 tiers above this. Anyway, yes, like I said, I think it's about good to go. Thank you so much for getting a deck review. I'm trying to think about else though. Oh, like how else do we live in these colors? Because it's so hard to divert monstrous, horrible things away from us. There is hostile takeover. I do like this because Ada survives this. You guarantee kill the biggest threat on board, and then you get to save another one of your creatures. I'm always a big fan of hostile takeover. Maybe Mizium Mortars. It's a board clear late, early game. It's a single target removal. Some options. I'm just putting them in the considering. All right, anyway, let's get on to the